Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Course. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can go play it on itch.io or download it from there and play it. And if you want the most up-to-date version and or want to support them, you can go to their Patreon. So in the last Let's Play, we restarted the game, quickly running through a bunch of things that we have seen before or speed reading. And then we got up to this point, so we could sleep with the person that actually, out of all these people, suggested that I stay with him. Or at least one of the first people. That being our good friend Mikko. And let me reset my face. Because, you know, moving about does tend to wick it out. Mikko. Oh, I should really slow that down, because I like it when it slows down so it gives me some time to actually read it, you know? Boop. There we go. I know that he would agree if I asked him, because he already offered. He wanted to take a room together with me from the beginning, after all. Well, I'm afraid of asking then. Well, because maybe he had a bit of a ruined relationship at some point, I guess. They didn't really go too much into it, ish. That Arvo, the main character, pushed him away, I think. I look around, searching for him. He's not far from me, standing near one of the telescopes with Bjorn and Travis. I'm glad that Mikko is making some new friends too. I know that opening up to others isn't that easy for him. Or maybe that's no longer the case? A lot has changed during the 3 years. I know it changed a lot too. We have some catching up to do for sure. Oh, Dark. Hey, what's up? Dark? Hello, good seeing you again. Hey, thanks. How's the assignment coming along? We're done, but only thanks to Travis. He's experienced these sort of things, so we asked him for a little help, and instead he did almost everything himself. I got my own telescope back home. Using this one is no different. Did you finish already, Dark? I didn't even start. I'm not sure how to use the sky map. Oh, it's easy. It simply shows you the part of the sky that you point your phone at. There's a menu on the right, where you can choose specific planets and stars, and then there's the map that guides you to them. Travis takes out his phone and taps the screen, launching the app and showing me step by step how to do this. It really does look easy. I'm just dumb. But I'm sure it's more fun doing this with others. I'm glad I joined them now. Actually, I had hoped that Mikko would try to team up with me and not Bjorn. But again, it's not like I spent a lot of time with him today. Then again, it's not like we went to his room 3 times today. And then had snowball fights outside and ate lunch with him twice. I think that's spending quite a bit of time with him, too. Unless it was Bjorn who approached him about that while I went ahead. What is this unpleasant feeling in my throat? Am I jealous of him? Maybe a bit. But he's my longtime friend, so that's understandable. Wow, I had no idea I could be so possessive. Yeah, it's always a negative feeling when you're like, oh, these are not great feelings, being possessive and jealous. I surprise myself every day, just not always positively. That seems easy though. No, wait, yeah, that seems easy enough. Anyway, we already have the telescope in position, so you can take a look if you want. But if you wouldn't try setting it yourself, then I don't want to ruin your fun. If you have everything ready, then that's even better. I'll go do the same with my telescope. You 3 have fun. Sure thing. Thank you, Travis. See you later. So, go ahead, Dark. Oh yeah, right. I lean in and look into the telescope. In the middle of the image, there's a rust-colored orb with a ring around it. I was expecting it to look like a flat image, but it's very real and three-dimensional, like the 3 other times we looked at it before. The planet casts a shadow on one side of the rings, and there's a thin shadow of the ring on the planet itself too. It's not too big, but I see it very clearly. Oh, yeah, that definitely was something. Something with a capital S. I look up in the sky, completely mortified at my bad joke, dotted with twinkling stars. Saturn is now only a pale dot, tiny and distant. Looks nothing like the massive planet I saw just a moment ago. And it's just one pale dot among many. They're no longer just some shining dots in the familiar sky. Now they're stars and planets, with their own moons, and even distant galaxies, all of immense sizes and very real. I love looking at the night sky. Actually, I think it's more fun without a telescope. I like that too. Just sitting on the grass, looking at the vast space before you, feeling completely free. I enjoy looking for patterns in the stars. Only familiar constellations, but any shapes I can find. Instruments, dragons, bananas. You have no idea how many bananas there are up in the stars. I even found a fancy cupboard. It would be really nice if it was summer already. We could lie down together on the hill, beside the guest house, under the starry sky, and just do nothing in particular. What else can we look at? Ah, I see you like that. I'm not sure myself, though. It was my first time using a telescope. Maybe we could try checking the sky map? There are lists of interesting observable objects there. Maybe it can show us what's visible at the moment. Oh, good idea. Let's try that. Ah, wait. Mikko, I have a question actually. You said that if I needed a place to stay, I'm welcome in your room. Does that offer still stand? Of course, you're always welcome. Mikko smiles softly, a smile that could melt ice. I never really paid that much attention to the height difference between us, but somehow now it strikes me that he has to tilt his head up to look at me in the eyes. If I caught him now, I could easily rest my snout on top of his head. He's so small! So I do just that, stepping up to him and hugging him closely. It's a pleasant, familiar feeling him snuggle back into me. You two are cute. You too. Me? Yeah, sure, as cute as an ogre in a pink dress. That's a saying? I think I could imagine an ogre looking cute in a pink dress. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna do that in the sweet moment. Oh, come now. I was just joking. I hope I'm not that ugly. Oh, I don't know. You are pretty ugly. Bjorn looks at Mikko with sad eyes, dejected. Hey, I'm kidding. You're a handsome guy, really. You have nothing to worry about. If you say so, I won't argue. So, while we're here, we were supposed to look for more planets to see, yeah? Also, ogres have layers, like onions. For the next several minutes, we look through the telescope at whatever catches our interest. Bjorn marvels at everything, in an unyielding enthusiasm I never suspected he had, while Mikko is mostly quiet, but interested nevertheless. The end comes all too fast, but after we located Polaris, and wanted to take a close look at it, just after we... Okay, looks like our time's up. Here's up. Thank you all for attending the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe even gained a new passion. Supper is already waiting for you in the cafeteria. You're free to take it with you and eat it anywhere you like. Have a good night, everyone. Yo. Hope we can use the telescope again sometime. That was a lot of fun. There wasn't anything about it in the schedule, but maybe. It would be nice. I enjoyed it too. If you would be up to it, I'd like to come out sometime to watch the sky without any equipment. Sure, it's a nice idea. That'd be fun too. You can count me in. But let's go to the cafeteria now. Though before all the food's gone. We're among the last ones to join the small crowd of students heading back to the guest house. It's nice to be back in the warm inside. My jacket helped a lot, but I still prefer warmer temperatures. Some sauna would be nice now, but they'll have to wait until tomorrow. So it's like your supper? I think it is. The cafeteria is already crowded when we enter, filled with buzzing voices of many animals of different species. Most of them are queuing up to grab their supper from the table near the entrance, but some are already sitting around the tables and eating. A lot of students take their places and leave though. The queue is moving fast, so after just a short moment, we're able to gather our meal. Paper plates, each with 2 sandwiches, and a slice of some cake are lined on the table in a few rows. Small bottles of still water are standing on one side of the table, the other side. Are we in here, or do you want to go somewhere else? I thought about eating outside myself. Maybe even alone, if you don't mind that. Oh? If you want to. But we can keep you company, that's no problem. Don't mind me, I'll be fine. I'll just be alone with my loneliness, outside in the cold. Alone. Besides, you two might want some time for yourselves. Anyway, I'll grab my plates, and I'm out. See you tomorrow? See you. Have a good night. Bjorn takes his food with him and waves goodbye, leaving the cafeteria. How about you? Do you want to eat here? It's loud here. I thought about eating in your room, if you don't have anything against it. Not in the slightest. We each take our plate and a bottle and leave the cafeteria. As I walk down the corridor, the bustling of the cafeteria grows weaker, giving way to silence. Even our steps are muffled by the thick carpet. The dim lighting gives the guest house an intimate feel. It's so quiet I can even hear Mikko's breathing, soft and calm. All of this is very familiar, as if I've already been here together with Mikko before, only forgot about it? And grammar, I think. It feels like the whole world is asleep. Let's not wake it up then. Behind the glazed door of the common space, I see someone sitting in a chair. The person turns in my direction. I heard a sound and I was like, what was that? But we walk past the door before I can make out who it could be. That was weird. Or maybe it was just like, here's some extra text. Mikko opens the door and moves to the other side to let me in. Come in. I still can't believe about the amount of gear you packed in this trip. We're going to be here for a while, Dark. Yeah, but you took like half of your room with you. Well, maybe 2/5. But I had some ideas I wanted to test, and I took only what I needed. If you were to hike to the guest house, I'd think twice before packing even half of that, but the bus took us almost to the entrance. Put your things wherever you want, by the way. Make yourself at home. Which bed is yours? Oh, I thought we would just sleep in the same bed if you want. No reason. Oh, none yet. You can pick whichever. I do as Mikko said, hanging the borrowed coat on the hanger next to the entrance and putting away the camera bag on the table, which, by the way, is already pretty cluttered, and a bit too much to sit at. Sorry. Reading makes me yawn, and eat comfortably. Where do you want to put all this stuff? I thought we could eat on one of the beds. It's not like we need cutlery to eat a sandwich. Well, right. We'll sit on the bed, the soft mattress bending under us so that we lean against each other other bit. I finally take a better look at the food we were given. 2 rye bread sandwiches, topped with slices of some dark cheese and sprinkled with pepper. Simple, but looks so good. Especially considering I'm already pretty hungry. A slice of apple cake is deliciously browned on the edges and smells faintly of cardamom and cinnamon. Looks pretty good. Yeah, the food here is quite nice. Looks like we won't be forced to subject you to the horrors of meal replacement drinks. Ugh, don't remind me. Grab the sandwich and bite into it. Exclamation mark! What's this taste? It definitely isn't cheese. What's wrong? I don't think that's cheese. Ah, yeah. I thought you knew. Have you ever had cheese that's this dark? Well, no. It is brunost, a Norwegian specialty, not cheese. It's made a bit differently than cheese. It's a process that includes caramelizing sugars, giving it a sweet taste. I've heard about it before, but I've never actually tried it. It's really weird. I don't think I'm a fan, but maybe that's because I expected the taste of cheese, and that's something very different. You can get used to it. But if you don't like it, then I could always make you some hui hole. Okay, let's see if we can bring that up. Ooh, I had this thing open. Shouldn't have had that just in case like another video came up. It was a stream I just finished watching. Let's see. Hueheuel. It looks like some kind of drum. Aztec drum? Oop. Food, not fucht. Where's O? Nope, still a drum. Dunno. No, nothing wrong with it. I'm eating. I can always make you a drum to eat. Good then. I finished the 2 sandwiches quickly, hoping that there are no more surprises waiting for me in that inconspicuous looking piece of cake. Still, I inspect it suspiciously before taking a bite. Its sweet and tart flavor of ripe apples fills my mouth. Oh, it really is good. The crust is perfectly baked and crumbles easily, and the hint of cinnamon enhances the flavor. It's really well balanced, with nothing overpowering the rich taste of apples. Oh wow, this is nice. Definitely makes up for the brunost. A pleasant sigh escapes my lips before I bite into the cake again. I finish the last bite of the cake and lie on the bed, a content rumble emanating from my chest. Waves of pleasure or woo spread outwards through my body like a warm light glowing inside me. That was good. Mikko repeats my motions, lying back next to me, closing his eyes. We don't say anything for a while, just basking in the light of the foodgasm afterglow. Okay. I need a foodgasm. I slowly start to doze off before Mikko breaks the silence. Dark? Yeah? What are you thinking about? I'm thinking about foodgasms. I wasn't really thinking about anything. Maybe about the food, and how nice it is to be here now. How about you? He stays silent. Only after a while, he says quietly, I missed you during those years of high school, you know? His words are both sweet and heavy, weighing my heart down. What can I reply to that? Am I really about to talk about it? I just got him back. I don't want to lose him again. How can I tell him I loved him? That being here with him hurt so much that I couldn't bear it. I can't. Not now. Not yet. Mikko, it was so good to have you back. Having him here, next to me, I feel like things are as they should be. What a wonderful coincidence. What gods do I have to thank for this? Everything in its right place. Everything in its right place. Deja vu. You're still listening to them? Not really. They were always your band, not mine. Actually, I don't think I have heard of them since the middle school. Just thought of this line for some reason. It's snowing again. Yeah? Just a bit. Do you want to go out again? Of course, you know I do. But not for too long. I've had enough of those Arctic temperatures for one day. Mikko sends a paw towards me. I grab it and let him help me stand up from the bed. His grip is firm, but his paw is tiny and soft, and a bit damp. For a wolf, he has a very lithe build and delicate features. He was the same in middle school, and I'm sure it was due to his late growth spurt, but it didn't change much. Part of me is happy that it didn't. I'll grab my camera, and we can go. You're taking your camera? I doubt you'll be able to take any good photos at this hour. Who knows? I'd rather have my gear with me in any case. Mikko glances at all the musical equipment scattered across the room. Yeah, I can understand that. Where are we going? How about we sit on the steps outside the main entrance? There's a roof over them, so if it's not too windy, they might still be dry. I'm already getting sleepy, so a shorter walk might be even better. I grab my camera bag and put on the coat, zipping it back up to my neck. Ready? When you are. I hoped that this time I could see who it was, sitting in the common space. When I peek into the room on our way, it's empty. Maybe it was Klaus? And my head's tilted up, I guess, again. Walking through the glazed corridor, however, we both see Bjorn still sitting outside on the edge of the terrace. Back in the cafeteria, he sounded as if he wouldn't be alone. I think we shouldn't disturb him. He looks lonely. I don't think we should leave him like that. Maybe solitude is what he needs right now? We can just check on him and leave. If you think it's right. We can go. Hearing the door opening, Bjorn turns around and looks in our direction. Hey there, you two can't sleep? We're going for a late walk, but then we saw you sitting here and decided to check up on you. Hey, that's nice of you. Can we join? Sure. There's enough space here for the three of us, and then some. Snowflakes twirl in the cold air, falling around us. I sit down at the edge of the terrace, next to Bjorn, and Mikko sits down next to me. Bjorn's plate is beside him on the terrace. The food is barely touched, and then sprinkled with snowflakes. You weren't hungry? Oh yeah, not really. You want some? I look at the sliced cake, soaked in water, from the melted snowflakes. Not really, no. Thanks, though. Silence drags on for a bit as I search for words to break it, but none come to me. Instead, I lean back on the wooden terrace, looking at the view before us. Snowfall is light enough to not obscure the view yet, and I look over the mountains towering above the trees surrounding the guest house. The sky here really is something. I can't stop looking at it. It's not a view we can see back home. Yeah. I'm still hoping to see the Northern Lights. That would be something. I'd rather have my digital camera with me when it happens, though. Northern Lights would be dope, of course, but there's something beautiful in the still sky, too. Aurora Borealis happens within the Earth's atmosphere, but all those stars and planets are so far away, it's just mind-blowing. It is. Suddenly, Mikko leans on me, resting his head on my shoulder. It surprised me, but I don't mind it. He seems wistful today. Well, more than usual. When I look up at the stars there, I feel very small, and it's comforting. Everything that happens here seems so small and insignificant when compared to the scale of the whole cosmos. That's comforting? Yeah. We go on living our lives like we're the most important beings in the universe, and meanwhile, the whole Earth is just a speck of cosmic dust. We take ourselves very seriously. Well, we're just a cosmic accident, and what a beautiful one. Any of my mistakes or the hurdles I encounter mean nothing to the larger scale, and how say live with them. When the world is so vast and beautiful, can a burnt meal really be important, or failed exam, or stain on a t-shirt? It's really worth my anger? It is really worth my anger? It's enough to zoom out and think of everything on a larger scale. And then I look at this night sky. I'm with the universe. Saturn looked really cool through the telescope, though. I don't think I'll ever forget the sight. Mikko jumps off the terrace and walks into the snow towards the trees. Around him, the snowflakes dance in the air, blown around by a calm wind, shining with the silvery moonlight. The colorfulness of his silhouette feels almost disruptive against the white scenery, like a drop of blue ink on a blank page. It's so bright outside. Would you mind a photo? Oh, I don't know. I take out my instant camera from the bag and click the power button and wait for it to turn on. Oh yeah, this is the picture, one of the pictures that appeared before I actually got to the scene. I point the camera at Mikko, looking through looking through the viewfinder and trying to find a good frame. You don't have to look at the camera, just do whatever you feel like. You sure? How about this then? I can barely see what Mikko's doing though, for a small viewfinder of this old camera, but I wait for a few seconds before pressing the shutter button. Film emerges from the camera, still completely white, accompanied by a sound of the motor whirring. How the image slowly emerges from the blank film is nothing short of magical. And right when I pull it from the camera, I get hit by a snowball. The shutter flies again, and the camera pointed somewhere at the forest. Wow, Mikko, I offer you a portrait out of my good volition, and you backstab me like that. Bjorn chuckles next to me. Apparently my woe is funny to him. I wipe the snow away from my snout before pulling a second photo from the camera. I should put them both away now. Instant photos shouldn't be exposed to light until they're fully developed. You know, I never do that. I always, as a kid, it was like, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, I open the bag to hide the photos, and there, at the bottom of my bag, is the key to my room. Ah. Ooh. That's a different thing, because from the three things, it's you find the key to your room. Fuck. Maybe I should add a bunch of cups of tea and find the key to your room the day after, but this one's like the night before. Oh. I think that might be a good cliffhanger thing to leave it on, especially since we're pretty much at time. So anyways, end of this Let's Play. Yeah. Yeah. comment, because like comments, you like, dislike, tips, or otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that have it grown. Please remember to spay near animals to help control the pet population. And until next time on Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix, have done course, and also Interplate itch.io. And if you want to do it on Patreon, or yeah, go to Patreon if you want to support them and or get the most up-to-date version earlier. Anyways, thanks and see ya.